the everyday moments, the uphill climbs and the downhill grinds, shared in person with the people who you love and love you that makes life worth living and your legacy long-lasting. Class of 2023, I believe in that. I believe in you. Stay strong, stay positive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Florio. Our next two guests have worked extremely hard over the last 4 years to achieve the highest academic achievements in their class. First, please welcome Ada Lau, our salutatorian, finishing high school with a final GPA of 4.7034.
親愛的全體家長和同學們，歡迎各位參加2023屆高中畢業典禮。kính thưa toàn thể phụ huynh và bạn học, chúc mừng quý vị đến tham dự lễ tốt nghiệp trung học lớp 2023. Bienvenidos a los estudiantes y sus familias de la clase de 2023. Hello and welcome, students and families of the Hollins High Class of 2023. My name is Ada Lau, and it is an honor to speak to you today as your salutatorian. I would like to take a moment to thank the amazing teachers who have not only shaped my high school career, but also the path of my future. To Ms. Diskey, Ms. Lamore, Mr. Mitchie, and Ms. Mack, thank you for enriching my love for science and encouraging me to go beyond the limits of my capabilities. To Ms. Colosi and Ms. Rogo, thank you for showing me how literacy and language can transcend all barriers. Thank you to Mr. Hill for adding a bit of healthy chaos to my high school experience. And thank you to Ms. Hankin, Ms. Tammy, and Mr. Colosi for not only giving me the opportunity to make a difference in my community, but also to grow as an individual. I would also like to thank my wonderful friends and family for always supporting and cheering me on, even when I was exhausted and grumpy. To many of you, I'm just one of your classmates. We may have shared classes together or walked past each other in the crowded halls, but really, most of you have not met me until today. So what right do I have to stand up here and tell you how to live the rest of your life when I barely know who you are, what your dreams, goals, and fears are? And then it hit me. You see, growing up as an only child, I turned to stories for company. I know it sounds a bit stereotypical to some of you, but it was truly through these stories that I was able to explore so many different worlds and characters. At first, everything was pretty straightforward. There was a hero, the epitome of perfection, justice, and truth. And there was a villain, the embodiment of wickedness, imperfection, and dishonesty. So long as the hero defeated the villain, there was a happily ever after. But as I grew older, these once conventional characters became more complex, more real, so to say. The hero became less perfect and more flawed, sometimes even more than the villain. And the villain, all they wanted was for someone to listen. Watching these characters grow, accept, and learn from their flaws made them so much more profound than the fairy tale roles that were in my childhood. The message I hope to leave with you all today is that everyone is the main character of their own story, no matter what language your story is in or what role you may play in someone else's story. You may be remembered as the smart one, the funny one, the sporty, shy, or artsy one, but there will always be more to your story than just the surface level. And rather than pitting ourselves against each other like fairy tale heroes and villains, we should look to one another for guidance, for inspiration, for hope. Because just as Mr. Florio says in his morning announcements that have taken up 15 hours and 22 minutes of our school time, yes, that is an accurate number that was calculated by me and my friend Yvette Vork. In fact, this is the data sheet. It's not about what everyone else is doing. It is about what you can do to make yourself a better you than yesterday. Everything that is a part of you, the good, the bad, the victories and the losses, they're all important. Without one, you would only be one part of your true self. After all, 你已经总绽放的花朵是所有花朵 中最稀有和最美丽的。It is the flower that blooms in adversity that is the rarest and most beautiful of them all. Congratulations, Holland High Class of 2023. This may be the end of a tetralogy, but it is only the beginning of the next chapter in your story. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. Next, please welcome Alexis Winter, your class valedictorian, finishing high school.